Hey, my name is Thai, for those of you that don't know me, and I'm going to go over the parts of a Maytag 92. So, the basic parts are the starter, the actual engine housing, the fuel tank, and then the carburetor. So, within the starter there's the starter pedal and spring, which is this. There's the cover, and mine has the Maytag logo on it. And then there's the guard that goes over the starter gear. Now, what holds the actual engine down to the fuel tank are 6 bolts. There's 5 short ones and 1 long one. And then going into the fuel tank, there's the carburetor, which has its brass pickup. Mine has a screen and check ball on it. 4 bolts that hold it to the engine, and the caution plate. It sits right like that, and has the kill switch that runs through it. And actually what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to put this thing back together. So I just put the crankcase back onto the engine, and I'm going to put the 5 bolts in. Center it. It's kind of hard to do. There we go. Two. Third one goes in the middle. These are all the short ones. So the long one goes between the flywheel and the crankcase over in the corner. And it really is pretty much idiot-proof as to how this goes together, because there's one bolt pattern, so you can't put the tank on backwards. Interesting little thing, this is the long base tank on the engine, so the base extends out beyond the cylinder head. Let's see. There, I think that's got it. Okay, that's the 6 tank bolts. Down all the way. It's a really long one. The next thing we're going to do is I'm going to turn this around. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put the carburetor on. So I'm going to take the fuel pickup and just threads in right near the center. That drops in through this hole in the front. There's 4 bolts to hold that on. So do the bottom 2 first, so that you make sure it lines up. And then the top 2 also hold the caution plate in. So we're gonna, there's 1, there's 2. If you guys want to skip past this part, you can, because I'm just going to be putting this on. Okay, then you're going to take your caution plate, and it actually goes on backwards and upside down. Threads in around the kill switch, flips over. Now it's upright on here. And then you put the last two screws for the carburetor on it. And it goes on. we're going to put the starter on. So first thing to put on is going to be the actual pedal. And it's going to go on with the gear facing back and the pedal up. It's a little tricky to put on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the starter guard and thread it onto the pedal. I'm going to take that whole piece and I'm going to press it into where it's supposed to go. And one of the tank bolts holds the guard on, so you have to make sure that the tank bolt goes through. Now let's see, I need a